Ladies and gentlemen, adjust your headphones.
Come on in and shut the front door. You are welcome to the You Should Know Better podcast. News from the antagonist's shoes. Now we are back with another series 6. Series 6, episode 1. And we've got another guest episode for you guys. Today, I want to introduce our friend to the show, Raj Poojara. How are you, my good sir? Thanks for joining us on the pod today.
Thank you, brother.
We should have briefed the surname, innit? We should have.
What, you butchered it.
Did I butcher it?
Rumba.
You know what? I've heard worse. You weren't that far off. Say it again.
Poojara.
Poojara.
Oh, Poojara.
So quickly.
We're just gonna speed that one up in the edit. Hey, Mike, your background.
Oh snap! Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. I forgot to do the
Poojara. Yeah.
Yeah, nailed it. Like it's spelled. Poojara.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because obviously when you're on stage, they come up to you really quickly and like, oh, what's your name before your set? And I'm like, yeah, Junior. Like, I'm a beery. I'm like, yeah, I'm a beery. They're like, Junior, I'm a buyer. And I'm like, I just gave you.
I think your name floored me a little bit that day. I think I asked you about 4 times.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. It happens. It just surprises me sometimes, people. But you did a good job. I can't lie.
What I do is I just shout it if I can't say it. I just shout it. I get people cheering, and then no one hears it.
Yeah.
Done.
Sometimes it's too, but I will pull up the MC. I will pull up.
Sometimes you got to, man. Like they just said anything. You got to address it because nah. Because if the audience think that's your surname and try Google your Instagram you after, boom, they're gonna find you.
Do you know who can't say my name?
Who?
Ashley Gorman. He's never got it right.
Serious?
That's my boy.
I was about to say.
He says Poojara every time.
But you see extra letters in there. He done one all right. I think I kissed this guy. Yeah.
And where was it? I see this sponsored ad on Instagram all the time now with my face on it, and my name is spelled incorrectly. But it's already out. It's
what gig's that?
Some northern gig.
Yeah, see, those ones are the worst.
I can't say names, Michael.
Oh yeah, no, you're trying to stay paid, innit?
We're professional.
The money's right, innit?
Listen, spell my name how you want if you're paying me.
Those ones are the worst. You think, God, I have to change my name now just to blend into this thing. Yeah, I have to change my whole name.
For real.
But look, thanks for coming on the show. Obviously, we'll give you an opportunity for you to kind of introduce yourself, tell our audience, for those who don't know what you do, where they can find you, and then we can obviously run into your story when you should have known better.
Yeah. Boy, my name's Raj Poojara. Did I say that right?
I don't know. Tell me.
What am I? I'm a stand-up comedian from London.
Yes, sir.
Am I part-time?
You've been on BBC, my guy. Let people know, man. You've been on BBC. BBC
household name alongside David Beckham. And
that BBC thing was funny, man. That was funny. Because they told me their favorite joke and then they cut it out.
That's the industry for you, isn't it?
But yeah, no, that's me. I got a day job, but I'm trying to leave it, and that's about it. That is
cool.
That's the hustle, man.
And where can we find you? Where everyone wants to check out some of your stuff?
I'm on Instagram, Lord_Raj, 2 J's, because there's another one. I had an argument with him already. He will not give me the name. He's in India and he likes motorbikes.
Damn.
Well, he doesn't use Instagram, but he won't give me the name.
Well, let's try and spam that guy. If everyone can follow the other.
Everyone DM him.
Yeah,
I even offered him money.
How much?
Yeah,
not much. I know the conversion rate to
Yeah, I knew you were gonna. Yeah.
I was like 10 quid. That's
quick £10.
Yeah. That's like 9,000 rupees, bro.
Like you found him on Fiverr or something. So quick £5.
And he won't give me the name, but yeah, it's Lord_Raj, 2 J's. Same on Twitter, which means I'd probably have to buy it there too. But I don't really know how to use Twitter. I'll be honest. It baffles me.
No
problem. I don't understand it.
No problem. Elon Musk may make it a bit easy for you later on, so Whoa.
Yeah. So what you can pick? You can pick what you see now, right?
Listen, if you pay him the right price, you can pick any name you want. You can pick how many. You can pick how many ticks. You can pick how many verified ticks you want. That's how he's going to be running.
I'm going
soon.
for 4.
Yeah,
like championship rings.
Yeah. I think that looks reasonable. 5 looks a bit too much. 4 looks like yeah.
That's trying hard. I'm going for 4. Even numbers.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you roll into your story, Raj.
This made me think, man. When I got asked this question, and this story still cracks me up to this day. It was years ago when I started my job that I do now, and I was in Manchester where we went for like training, but we was there for like 6 weeks, and it was Ramadan. So my day job when I do banking during the day, and we was up in Manchester. I'm money man. I do all right, This half, this ceiling wall thing I got going on.
Is this your spare crib, isn't it, that you're in right now?
That's
spare crib.
This is I call it the penthouse, but
Jeez, okay.
They've got a little fire escape, which is like a balcony. It's all right. I'm doing all right. So we was in Manchester for 6 weeks. I was basically living in hotels for 6 weeks. With all my colleagues. But the thing with hotels is you eat out. That's all you do, right? You don't have a kitchen. So we go out to eat. But all my colleagues are either Muslim or drinkers.
Right.
And I don't really drink, but I'm not Muslim. So I would wait for the Muslim guys to open their fast, so I go eat with them. But I rock into the restaurant with them, and they assume I'm Muslim.
Why would they do that?
Yeah. What about you gives them the impression?
I don't know why they would. I don't even know why they would think.
I don't see it. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't get it.
Nah, I don't see it either.
Nah. Yeah. I'm confused as fuck. I'll be honest.
What were they seeing?
I'm confused as fuck.
So they would assume I'm Muslim, and I let them assume I was Muslim because they kept giving me more food than everyone else. So I get you got to open your fast with a date, right? So I'd sit there with the date and I'd be like, bro, what do I do with this? And he'd be like, all right, yeah, you eat that and you eat this. And he'd tell me everything.
Oh, wait, as in the date, as in the...
Yeah, the fruit or whatever.
I thought he said he had to go in there with a date. Like he came in there with
Nah, bro, that's haram. It's Ramadan.
Yeah, I thought he came in with a girl. Like, listen, I need to get double for me and my girl.
No, an actual date. You open your fast with a date. Listen, I didn't know that until I got there either.
Hey, yeah. Listen, I would have known either. I would have known that either. Listen, I went to a Catholic school. They did not teach us. I'm learning on the job.
You learn a lot of things in the Catholic school, right now, though.
I'm learning on the job.
So I'm like, my colleague's helping me. He's like, yeah, you eat this. Then there's like a little bit like samosas while they're making the food and whatever. They give you all this stuff, yeah. Then I ordered the ribs. I was at a restaurant called Rump and Rib, banging restaurant in Manchester. If you ever get the chance to go, yeah. But the ribs come, yeah. My plate is huge. And their plates are all tiny compared to mine. So this guy's just giving me the nicest portions on the whole table. I think he thought I run the mosque.
Damn.
He wanted the blessings.
But what happens is you pray, right? You pray when you open your fast, right? And then they got a prayer room. And the prayer room is one man at a time, right? You go in. I just held back, and all I did, I timed the first guy while he was in the room
to gauge how long you needed to be in there.
Yeah, you don't know the relationship with
you
don't know the relationship he's got. Your time.
Yeah, but no, there was a few people before me, so I'm like, all right, it's about 5-10 minutes each. And then I knew I had to like wet my hands when I came back out. The fraud was real. And so I went into this room, done everything proper, sat there for the time. I think I might have asked my God for forgiveness for doing all this.
I just got a call from head office. What are you doing in that room? Raj, what are you doing in that room?
Raj, you better get out now.
Better get out there now.
Vacate the premises.
So then I just used to sit in this room, and I went to this restaurant every day.
Mm.
So for the first 4 or 5 days, I was cool. I was sitting in the room.
Do you know
And
any
weekends,
Arabic?
Do I speak any Arabic?
Yeah.
No.
Why would he?
So even when they say "Assalamu alaikum," what did you know the response?
But I've never frauded to that level. I've just gone, cheers,
Just
mate.
proper, just
Like, yeah.
no respect.
Well, the greetings I think you can get by with, but
Yeah.
how's he going to speak Arabic unless unless he was taught it or something?
They're so busy at this time. That's why I get away with it. They're so busy with all these people. So you have a booking and they're all running around, and you might not necessarily get a waiter who's actually Muslim. So you'd be all right. But the big guy, the chef, the owner, they were all proper. They'd come over, say hello to me every day. I just used to pretend.
A loyal servant.
Look at you like an imam, you know.
This guy's a loyal servant.
Honestly, I was treated like royalty until the day. It was like we'll do the prayer together. We'll just we'd all do the prayer together.
What? Wait,
I left.
Is there is there a set prayer that they do, or do you kind of have your own personalized one, or how does it work? Or you didn't stay long enough.
Big man, have I tricked you as well? I'm not Muslim. I don't know what was going on. I was in the room by myself. I don't know what actually happened in the room.
Right.
And then this day we got there a bit earlier. We got there a bit earlier. It's like, we just all go together. It's like shit.
Because I'm thinking, because obviously I don't know, but I think if they do group prayer, right? It sounds like, when you're in church and there's a set hymn list that you have to roll through. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I think there's different prayers. There's definitely different prayers.
So all right, so everyone probably knew one.
But at the time it's the same one, because I think there's 5 different prayers or something, and you do them. I don't know. I'll Google that. Someone Google that. Do you have that guy in the corner who Googles stuff?
Oh, we're not that advanced.
No. Listen, I have to call.
Remote.
I have to call
because
Marcus.
in the mosque, they all pray together, right?
Yeah.
And so
Right. When I've seen images,
Go on.
They all face the same direction. And then they pray in that direction. You have to pray towards Mecca, isn't it?
So it was prayer time. And then
I bounced. I was out.
One rib in one hand. He said, listen, you lot.
I didn't even get fed that day. I went meal deal, Sainsbury's. Gone.
So they're looking for you to lead the prayer. You said, no, I'm out of here, boss.
I'm
no
gone.
way.
Nah, they didn't ask me to lead the prayer. He just said, we do it together. I was like, shit. Because I don't even know how you wash it. They have a wash procedure, right? Before you pray, you got to wash certain bits of your body. I think behind the ears and certain bits. And I didn't know any of that. I was just there for the ribs. Yeah,
I guess, to be honest, right? No, actually, the prayer room bit's a bit mad, because I was gonna say you didn't actually make it seem like you lot assumed.
Yeah.
But the time when you went into the prayer room for 6, 7, whatever minutes, and you came out like, I'm blessed. Then that one day.
That's bad. But listen, I'd pretend to be Christian for the bread. I'm not. I'm there for the wine. I'm here for it. Like. Sometimes, listen, I was Colombian for pum pum once. Like, I'm just
a man of the world. Open up his phone now. He's got that Bible app, the Quran app. He's got.
Catch me if you can. I'm everything you need me to be.
A folder called religion, bro.
all of it in there, man.
Listen, it still works to this day. I'm never saying anything, but I came out of a coffee shop. I got a free cheesecake. I come out of Nando's. They gave me free halloumi dip, free halloumi sticks with the dip.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm opening my fast. I just tactically eat during Ramadan now for free food.
I see it. That's
sensible, though.
Mate, you got that, you might try that as well. You got a good beard there. That might work for you.
No, I did it for a period.
Well, Nigeria.
I did it for a period.
No, I did it for a period. Like when I was at uni, I used to keep Wednesdays, and then after the Muslim players, they'll go break their fast, and they're like, "Oh, come, like we're doing iftar, come eat." I said, "Bro, I've been eating all day. I don't feel right in it. I don't feel right. No, come. I was going for seconds. They were just in there. I'm going for seconds. I'll eat good, fam. That was good.
Now they do it proper. They eat good, man. They eat good. But have you ever done the fast? Have you ever done the fast?
No.
I've done the fast a few times, and it's. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's easy.
No.
The thing that's difficult is the no water.
Yeah. Bro,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
That
in
must be
Marrakesh
difficult.
during Ramadan, and the locals, they're like, no water. And the sun is on your head. Like, the sun, it comes and finds you and sits on your head. And these guys are like, no water. No. I said, bro, I was buying water every 10 yards, fam. And these guys...
Was anything open?
Every 10 yards, I was buying a bottle of water, fam. I was dying in that heat. These guys, nothing. I said, boy...
That's mental because
where did you go in Morocco? Marrakesh?
Marrakesh.
In the religious bit or the non-religious bit?
I don't know.
It's two different walks of life on those sides.
Is it the old town and the new
No,
town?
there's some garden jardin, which is some blue thing. I think that is it Louis Vuitton. You
sure you went? You sure you go cafe Marrakesh, not Marrakesh?
Who was you with, Michael? Who was you with?
No, I was with my missus.
Oh, so you didn't really experience Marrakesh.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there was a different Marrakesh. I just...
Okay.
Well,
Bro. So the women in Marrakesh, they're hustlers.
Oh, yeah?
So you go to the club, they're there for the peas. I didn't know that. So I walked into this club and all these women are just coming up to me. And I tapped my boy. I was like, bro, I think I'm hot in Morocco, you know?
Let's see.
Turns out I'm just rich. And it's different out there. It's different now.
All right, that's mad. That's actually mad.
But that everyone gets hustled. That everyone gets hustled, man. But no, Raj, thank you so much for the...
No problem. I want to make it clear. Listen, I never pretended. I did pretend, but it was no disrespect. I was just trying to eat.
Don't worry, we'll put a disclaimer out in front of the video. So.
Thank you.
Saying this guy pretended to be Muslim. I'm joking.
It's not broad, is it?
Love for coming on, man.
We'll find out in the afterlife.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming.
Cheers, man. Take care, guys.
So now we are going to the main segment of the pod. This is You Should Know Better segment. This is where we look at a prominent news story in the news today. We consider it from an antagonist's shoes and we ask ourselves, should they have known better? So, Juna, obviously, we all know what's the situation, the war in Ukraine. And in the UK have been deciding what response they want to have. And part of that response are Britain's being offered a sum of £350 a month to house Ukrainian refugees. But there was a story earlier this week where All Heart, a 36-year-old, that name is an alias, a Ukrainian refugee who was asked to leave a house in Brighton because the homeowner demanded money for utility bills. So I'm going to put Junior in the shoes of this homeowner. We do not know who this person is. We know they live in Brighton. Can we derive a personality from that? Time will tell. But what I will say is, Junior, I'm putting you in the shoes of, your name's going to be Percy, who owns a house in Brighton. Percy.
My name is Lamptey. My name is Lamptey. I can move from Brighton at home.
Brighton at home, man. Like, why are you kicking people out for bills?
Well, look, right. This whole Ukrainian war, it hit us fast. No one knew it was going to be like this, right? So everyone, wanted to do their bit and help, right? I'm sure you felt the same as well. I'm sure most people up and down the breadth of this country felt like they needed to do their bit, okay? So originally when I heard about this program, I was so happy to welcome it in. And then the bill prices went up in this country. And let me tell you, the price of liquor, petrol, and pork have gone up. And I have to fund it some way. I had to fund it somehow. I'm so sorry. How can I drink Jack Daniels and ribs in this? I need my liquor and pork. So look, it was just getting to the point where the Eon prices were going up and up and up. This is Richie Sunak guy. He didn't give me no help. So, bruv, I had to look. I said, look, if you got small money, you know, maybe you've still got something left in the Ukrainian bank, so you know, help me out. And she couldn't, and unfortunately, you know, I couldn't allow her to stay anymore. That's what happened.
But you got okay. So this isn't someone that is like, this isn't a uni student thing, you know. A uni student got a little student loan, they're trying to pay their ways. This isn't a uni student that is trying to come and steal your bacon at night or trying to milk food. This is a uni student sort of thing. I think that's how you're seeing it. This is someone who has fled war, bullet, bomb, petrol, missiles, fleeing. They're not doing it. They're not coming in for holiday. They're coming in because they left home.
Yeah.
And because of heating, you're saying pay up or get out.
Well, because the thing is, I've got one room. I've got the one spare room. So if this person stays, then how am I meant to get another person in? And this, like I said, I don't think you've seen the price of pork lately. It's gone through the roof. Through the roof. And they're telling me it's going up in October. What, brother? Rishi Sunak, we need help. we need help. Stop helping these migrants who are crossing the sea. Help us, okay? Help the British people. All right?
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, son.
So why did you accept the 350 if it's not going to be enough? Because that 350, isn't it meant to provide the support, the provision?
But you're not listening to me, brother. Listen. This person came here around, I don't know, March. Yeah. Then bills kicked in April, G. Yeah.
So you're saying it's not enough now?
The 350 is gone. The 350 is gone. You put it into the meat. You put it into the meter. It's gone. It's gone. Put it into the meter. It's gone the next day. It's gone. Every day I'm on emergency, bro. It's I'm even surprised the lights are still on right now. I'm telling you for free. So look, I need to. The only way it's gonna work is if they up the 350. Yeah. Or. Oh, bro, I don't even know if I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what I can do. And plus, I was watching RT and they were telling me bare stuff. So, like,
wow. So, you know, RT, it was a specialist military operation.
Yeah, I got hit with bare propaganda, and I realized now that was wrong. But you know, at the time,
yeah,
they were telling me this is the price of pork. This is the price of maintaining somebody. I like pork.
This situation is mad, though.
Yeah, that is mad.
On the road.
This is, I know, yeah. Reading this story, I was so shocked because where do you want the person to go, and why did you accept him in the first place? And there's obviously not a scheme where if somebody doesn't allow you to stay, then what happens to those people who fall through that net? Yeah, like what happens then?
Yeah, because part of the deputy leader for Brighton and Hove City Council, of which Brighton is part of, came out and said that there is no way you can transfer from one host home to another if you're one of these Ukrainian refugees.
And why not?
So the system wasn't set up in place. There's not a system. It's very much sounded like a scram. You know, it sounded like very much a find someone's house quick and run there. Okay, you're fine. Not really, not understanding, not probably appreciating that there will be some hosts and refugees that don't get along.
Yeah, definitely.
If that happens, obviously in this case, the host is unbelievable.
Yeah, I have no idea how you can do that. Like, I get that, and I know this thing was on the surface is obviously a way to try and help refugees, but there wasn't that level of planning, and I'm not surprised when it comes to this government that they haven't thought certain things through. You know, this isn't. I'm sure we'll hear some stuff about people going to Rwanda, and then Lord knows what will be happening to there, and this country will be wiping their hands clean of the situation because they feel like they dealt with it. But there's obviously key things that they don't take into consideration, and this is a prime example.
Fendi facts, not taking a holistic approach. What have you got? What have you got for me?
Well, I've got a story. Raj kind of touched upon it there when he talked about Twitter, and it's to do with Elon Musk and Twitter have reached an agreement of 44 billion. 44 billion.
1 billion.
Even involves Donald Trump in this one, actually. Donald Trump is even involved in this one as well. But Twitter have reached an agreement with the billionaire Elon Musk, who is the richest person in the world now, to buy the social media platform for 44 billion, which is 34 £0.6 billion. It's unclear how Mr. Musk intends to make money from the platform, but he suggests in interviews and tweets that he intends to loosen the restrictions around what can be said on Twitter. Now, that ties in well with Donald Trump, who's recently been kicked off, and Elon Musk has stated that he wants Twitter to actually be a social forum for democracy. And so he's probably going to be more happy with people with certain views coming onto the platform. So it's yet to be seen what happens with this deal, yet to see if takeover happens, but it's in the news and it's very fresh. And some people are concerned about A, policies being changed, and B, how he may try and monetize the platform and the app, which might have a detriment to some of the users. So, Mike, we're going to put you in the shoes of Mr. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. And we want to know, what's your intentions? How do you see Twitter going forward?
Twitter should be a place where people can communicate and speak their mind. We need to be free speech champions, and we need to reinstate Donald Trump.
Why?
Because he was barred off Twitter for an opinion, and we should now reinstate him.
What, for inciting an insurrection?
I'm not going to get into whether there was voter fraud or they're stealing the vote, but what I will say is he's allowed to voice his opinion. So people like Trump are welcome on this platform. And I think, someone put it to me a few years ago, why don't I buy Twitter? And I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, why don't I own this platform? So I went and bought it.
All right. That's why. Well, all right. Well, it seems like you're in the process of buying it, which is congratulations for that. But I think this opens up the Pandora's box, don't you think so? For allowing people like Donald Trump, who incite an insurrection, and send people to the Capitol to hang Mike Pence, hang Mike Pence.
Donald Trump is allowed. He's the 45th president of the United States, and that man should be allowed the platform. He's the president of the United States, and he should be allowed the platform to voice his opinion. And he's very popular. I'll have he's one of the most popular presidents there's ever been. If you look at Twitter.
There's a lot of people in popular life who haven't been very good, So, I don't think that's a good metric to judge someone. But
it was very popular. Got several retweets.
Good. Yeah, he was retweeting. The stuff he was retweeting was a bit skeptical as well. So I'm not sure about that. But I mean, this opens Pandora's box, because now, if you're loosening those rules, say you could have terrorists on there. There's some popular terrorists out there. Do you want them also? Who's the one? Abu Hamza, is that him? He's quite popular. He's quite popular. Is he even still? Anyway, he's quite popular out there. Actually, I think he's a joke. But anyway, one of his spokesmen could be using Twitter and exciting hatred and violence.
See, if what you're saying is incorrect or racist,
well, that's half of Donald Trump's stuff.
No, but Donald Trump has an opinion,
which is racist.
Is it?
Yeah, he did. He said, "Look about African Americans."
he was just speaking on his friend. But no, obviously, look. If we're going to be serious, I think we need to live in a world where people are going to say stuff that you may not like, but they're just saying stuff. They're just words. And I think we need to get closer. We need to live in a society where we're not just in echo chambers, and that people can express themselves freely. And that's what I want Twitter to be a space to be.
Oh, do you not think Twitter's that already? I think there's a lot of different views out there.
No, not really, because we banning people that we don't like, and I think we need to. I think we're getting quite left with Twitter, and I think we need to move more to the center.
Interesting, because I guess it wasn't banning because you didn't like him. It was banning him because, like I said, he tried to bring the government down. I think last time I checked the Twitter terms of policies, that was something that
maybe we need to change the terms of policies.
Well, it sounds like that's what you're doing. That sounds like you heard it here first.
Change the terms of policies.
You heard it here first, guys.
Bring Donald Trump back.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, listen, Elon, it's up to you. If you do that, then I'm sure.
44 billion. I could have solved world hunger, but I said let me buy Twitter.
Listen. Who am I to tell a billionaire how to spend his money? I don't have $1 billion, so I can't see what you're spending money on.
That's it.
There you go. There you go.
Solved world hunger 5 times over, but I said no. Buy Twitter.
Yeah, but you can't give everybody a sandwich and then what? Like what? They're going to be hungry again, so it doesn't really solve anything. That was joking. But yeah, no, bringing it back to you just being Elon. Yeah, I do find it quite interesting. because
he's just thinking rich. He's doing what he wants, man. This is
it looks like a vanity
Playboy
project
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like such a vanity project. He's gonna go because what is he really gonna do? Because he could have joined the board, board,
and he said no.
He said no because he wanted to buy it, and I don't understand because Tesla, SpaceX, Solar City, I see the commercial value. Right, I'm sure Twitter makes money, but it doesn't make that much money.
Yeah. It's behind the curve in terms of these other social media companies. It's proper vanity. I don't know. Obviously, Twitter naturally will see a trouble dropping numbers if they start charging customers from the front end. It runs ads. Does anyone really follow Twitter ads? I know I don't. How are they going to monetize it?
What do you mean the ads aren't?
I see an ad. I'm like, what's this? Get off my feed. I keep it.
Yeah. I can't like some ads on Instagram that I've probably been engaged more with than with the Twitter one. It's always like forex trading and
it's very random. It's like,
very random stuff.
They check your cookies and it's targeted. The Twitter one, I'm saying you're just taking a chance, just throwing a dart at the board and hoping it sticks. Like
I agree with you. Yeah,
but pure vanity project. But we'll see. But one thing's for sure: Twitter is almost where I get most of my information from. The news articles are secondary, so I do hope that doesn't change.
Yeah, I agree. I think
you want news quickly, go on Twitter. The average person knows what's going on. But you see all the journalists going to the average people. Can I use your video?
Yeah. Well,
You're behind the curve.
It's instant news, isn't it? The only problem is sometimes, obviously, you get there's a level of misinformation. But I think naturally, most things are quite.
Oh, you read between.
By and large, by and large, I think most of the information out there is useful at best. I think at best. So
I hope it doesn't kill the platform. I
don't know how. Obviously, no one's got a clue. But I just wonder how involved is he going to be? Because the guy said he wanted an edit button. I swear to God, like there's got to be like a suggestion box on Twitter. We have an edit button, please. Like, you don't have to go buy the whole thing just to get edit button.
I just think it's a power move, isn't it? I think to get to a billionaire, you have to have a sort of warped sort of mindset. I don't think a nice, normal, friendly person becomes a billionaire. You have to have a warped sort of mindset. And I think this an ego associated with that. And I think this is, as you say, an ego trip, a vanity project. And I think this is just pure ego.
Yeah.
He likes the platform. He's always on it. And he's like, well, I'm going to own this shit.
I'm going to buy it. That's so mad. I don't even know how to wrap my head.
That's a boss move, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how to wrap my head. But what does he think he's going to get? Like a special account or something? I'm just trying to work out what is.
It's just, I've got the money to do it, so I'll do it.
Yeah,
I can't do this. I want to go to space. I'll go to space.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone yet because Thingy went. Thingy's got Blue Origin. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm surprised that he put the car up there. And who's brought that back? He's lucky he can't get a ticket. I just left the whip up there.
I'm sure there's one parking officer that
they are everywhere.
Everywhere. The windscreen.
Space.
In space. I don't
you can't park it.
He's not coming. You can't park it.
You can't park it during this equinox. You have to leave your car.
What have you got a throwback or is it me?
I've got one. I don't know if you've got one.
Hit me then. If you've got one, hit me. It's probably more interesting than what I got.
But I don't know about that. By the way, we'll try. So during this week, in April 2000 not 2002. It was called the Big Numbers Change. Does that ring a bell to you?
Big numbers.
Yeah, big number change. Don't ring a bell to me neither. No. But when I researched it, there was a UK thing, right? Previously, our call codes, was 017.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's coming back. All right, there we go. Yeah. And this was when they changed the code, so they replaced everyone's codes primarily in London to 020. And I was like, I totally forgot about this.
Yes.
Because before you had to jump on the phone and be like, "What's your number?" Yeah, it was 0181 or 0171 or whatever. Yes. And then they changed. They started to phase them out during the 90s, and then finally, I think they did it during
Manchester's still 0161.
Is it? Oh yeah, I keep getting them bloody cool. Yeah, so basically, they did Cardiff, Coventry, London, Northern Ireland, Portsmouth, Southampton. They did the change in 2000. But yeah, I get it calls like Manchester, Mansfield 0161.
Obviously, special, different, and whatnot. But yes, I remember that is a throwback. That's a nice throwback. Better than what I had. Mine was just death and misery.
We've had 2 years of all of that, so
Yours a bit more positive, a bit more nostalgic. But yeah, that's been Series 6, Episode 1, back featuring Raj Poojara. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you stay with us for the whole series and have a good week and don't do anything that's going to make us say, you should know better. Take care and peace.
In a bit.